Hi guys, come on in. I totally forgot we're on Facebook and you can't play the music, so I had to restart this. Come on in, everybody. Let everybody know that we are on. Go ahead and press like and share. Welcome to another episode of It's Not Hard to Talk About. Thank you guys for supporting us when you can. Thank you that you have come to the channel itself on YouTube. We're on 3 different platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and also our YouTube channel. So thank you guys. Come on back in. Come on back in, everybody. Let everyone know that we're on. And I do apologize for the disruption because I totally forgot that Facebook does not allow you to play the music behind, even though I put, on there that the music is owned by someone else. So it just kicked me out. So I just want to play it safe. So come on back in. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of It's Not Hard to Talk About. We have an amazing show. This platform in particular opens up an opportunity for us to discuss subjects that, are a bit challenging to discuss. And it's also to bring awareness to people of the struggles that may be going on in our world. But tonight we have a very, very special guest, and I'm looking forward to bringing her on. Can you guys do me a favor? Press like, press share, go ahead and tag someone in this live video, and we appreciate you guys coming on. Come on, guys. Hi Reggie, how are you? Let us know. Hi Mona, how are you? Where's Jarrell? Tell Jarrell he needs to get on and log on and show some support to his sister. Unless he's at work and you can't reach him, then that's a different story. But if he's just lingering around, tell Jarrell to log on, because we have a really special guest. It's a Wildcat guys in the house, and for that, you guys have to definitely support. How you been, Mona? How's everything going? We're going to bring our guest on shortly. I am going to have my co-host come in. Well, she's more than a co-host. She's a partner of Womanly Wisdom, and her name is Rev D. So she's going to be coming on too as well. So guys, come on in. Thank you guys for all of your support that you have shown. Just a quick announcement. I have the Instagram account was actually hacked, and usually we would go live there. And so the time did change because we were on live Instagram Tuesdays and Thursdays. But we had to revamp the entire episodes. We do. Thank God we have all of the episodes. We have all of the copies, and so we were able to upload those to YouTube, and and I have them on my drive. So even though the Instagram account was hacked, we still have access to all of the videos and can repost. So we will be filming for the remainder of April, and it will be here live on Facebook every Wednesday, 6 o'clock Central Time and 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you did not get an opportunity to log on to our YouTube channel, please make sure you take the opportunity to do that now. So you could go in the search box on YouTube and type in It's Not Hard to Talk About. Just leave the it off of it. So It's Not Hard to Talk About, and you'll be able to subscribe to our channel, and you'll be able to watch the previous episodes. Hi Mo. Thank you for logging on. Listen guys, press like, press share. I'm gonna have my partner come on in a little bit, and so we'll invite her in. Maybe I'll probably just go ahead and tag her. Let me go ahead and tag her so that she can come on in. And we do have give me 1 second guys, so let me go ahead and invite her in, and that way she can know that we're on. But in the event, nevertheless, we have a very exciting guest, guys. Noni Walker. She is, I'll let her tell her own story, but you guys all know that I went to Bethune-Cookman University, and I'm a proud Wildcat. I see a lot of Wildcats on here tonight. Go ahead and show love. Let the people know that we're on. And in a few minutes, we're going to bring her on, and she is going to tell her story. And I'm just happy that we created a platform for people to share their stories, whether it's a difficult one to share or if it's informative, because there's a lot of information that people just simply need to know. And so I'm just going to say, Father, bless this episode before we bring on tonight's speaker. We ask that everything goes well. We ask that technology works the way it's supposed to, and all the lighting and all the the footage is recorded properly, and hopefully Facebook does not kick us out because we tried to play Unstoppable by Corinne Hawthorne. We know that she owns that music and Latavian Gardner does not. Okay, so I want to make that clear. God bless each and every one of you, and we hope that you're praying on the other end for an amazing show. So hi Rev D, I see that you're on. So I think I sent you an invite. Hold on, let's see if I can I'm gonna see if I can add you. Hold on one second. Or you can just request an invite from me. Hi Noni, I see that you're on, girl. Noni Walker, I see that you're on. We're gonna bring you on in a few minutes. Reverend D, are you able to send me an invite? Go ahead and send me an invite. Oh, I see it. Hold on one second. Let's bring her on. This Reverend D, y'all, she's gonna come through in a few seconds. My girl, my sister, my partner, the woman that holds me down in prayer and keeps me accountable for who I am. Thank you so much. I did invite you in, so hopefully you sent it. Okay, hold on one second. Let me bring you in. All right, so I'm going to add you. See if it'll add you on camera. It says adding, so give it a minute. We prayed through the airways, so hopefully, it will go through. There you go. It's coming through. Hi.
Hey, people.
Huh?
I was like, what's going on? But
Noni and I did a trial run yesterday, and it was giving us this same thing, like the adding was a bit slow. And so I'm not sure about why Facebook does that. And I had Corin playing earlier, but it would not allow me to. It stopped my whole Facebook Live. And so it wouldn't allow me to play like Instagram. So, we're going to have to make a shift suddenly.
Of course. And I saw that. I was on when you were doing it, and I was like, that's what they do.
That's Instagram for it. And I understand, because I wouldn't want someone to play my stuff and me not get paid for it or recognized for it as well. But I did put it at the top, and so I'm not sure if they recognize the copyrights and all of those things. Who knows? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to see you. I've been missing you. We shall never, ever part. Okay, I had to get
Listen.
Mr. Window Cabinet.
Yes. How was the show yesterday, as a matter of fact? How was the live?
We were missing you yesterday, and forgive me for not doing that shout out, but at that moment you get the butterflies and you're like, okay, 1, 2, 3. It was really good. It was a recap to everything that we did when we were together, you and I, on the show with my husband and stuff. And so it was good. It was real healthy.
Yeah.
You were missing.
Oh,
the moderator wasn't there. It was different. So it was just like him and I, and it was like, okay, we could do this. We
of course you guys can. Good. You're well qualified to do that for sure.
Oh yeah. It was good. It was what it was supposed to be. So we're looking forward to do this with you, and then so we can just have this triangle that we're supposed to have.
Okay, guys. So we're speaking about the covering the wife. And so Reverend D and her husband came on last week, and he gave us a lot of nuggets. So if you did not get a chance to watch that episode on It's Not Hard to Talk About, the YouTube Womanly Wisdom. So you have to put those 2 words in order to see it on the new YouTube channel. And so if you guys get an opportunity to subscribe to the new channel, so don't be moved by the numbers, because we were hacked and we had to revamp the entire YouTube page. And so you just go ahead and subscribe, okay? So if you see 2, 3, 4, you go ahead and subscribe, because listen, I have realized that, you know, just because there's 2 and 3 on the top does not mean that there was only 2 or 3 listeners. And that's probably why we were hacked, because we had one episode that reached 10,000 viewers. And so immediately after that is when we began to experience the issues virtually. But nevertheless, we are here, and we're going to go. Yeah, we're here.
Exactly.
And so, Reverend D, we have an amazing guest that's coming on tonight, and I am so excited to bring her on. Let me make sure that she is, wait a minute. I think Noni, if you can hear me, go ahead and send the invite. And I'll try to invite you now. Hold on, because I know we went through this yesterday. And Facebook is so amazing. I'm going to speak that over Facebook. The airwaves.
They're the best. They are the best.
They are absolutely the greatest, you know, social media outlet. We give a shout out to Facebook. That's not going to cut us off, and that's not going to, hallelujah, that's not going to, you know, cause our voices to be in and out or fade this live. You guys are the best. I got to tell you, Facebook, you're amazing. How amazing are they?
They are the best. Listen, without them, I would not be able to have this ministry go the way it's going. I just listen. And then you and I do listen here, okay? Yes. They are the best. Anything, listen here. Okay, we're actually going to co-host them one night. We're not sure when, but we're going to have them on.
We're going to have him on in a minute and let him know how amazing this platform is.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, so that looks like, okay, so let me try to add you in, Noni. Hold on. Okay, I think Noni would be coming in right now. It says adding, Noni. You remember? Yes. Oh, hey, Facebook.
Oh,
Noni.
Facebook, let us in, Noni.
And what? Uh-oh. Work it out. There you go.
Yes.
Facebook, let us in, Noni. You know, yesterday we were trying to figure it out.
Yes, and I kept saying, "Oh no, we don't need to test it. It's going to be fine." And we needed to test it.
100%. And do you know, I looked back on the feed and I saw that our testing video was there. I had to delete it.
Yes. We're glad we weren't, you know, in our bonnets or anything, so we're good.
Right. Exactly. Listen, Miss Noni, this is Reverend D. And Reverend D, this is Noni.
How are you, beautiful?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you, Reverend D?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming on tonight. She's spoken so much about you. I feel like I know you from this little small box.
Yeah.
I feel like I know you. Like, you're right. I can reach over and give you something to drink if you wanted it, but you know, there you go.
High five.
High five. There we go.
We have water on this end.
There you
go. And some tea.
Yes.
Which one would you like?
I have some water.
We can do our cheers with our water.
Okay, here we go. I have a bottle of water.
Let me not show the brand
Cheers.
before I get kicked out.
Oh my God, because Facebook is so amazing. Right, let's turn the brand away.
They're not paying us.
Okay, here we go. So cheers to a great night, ladies, in Facebook.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Well, listen.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh, my. So first and foremost, we got to give out a shout out to Bethune-Cookman College. I call it Bethune-Cookman College, you know.
I still do too.
You do?
I do too.
Okay, so I don't feel as bad. It is a university now, but we attended Bethune-Cookman College, and that was an amazing experience for me, because I came out of a strict home, and I'm just going to tell you, it was a good, the Bethune-Cookman don't owe me nothing.
Not a thing.
At all. It doesn't owe me anything. Listen, I went to all the parties.
Correct.
I went to all the whatever, honey. We had a ball, and it doesn't owe me anything, okay? So I wanted to give a shout out.
Huh? I'm sorry. We need to do something around college life then one day.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can talk about what was then and what's now, because it's totally different, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And we're saying hi to all the Wildcats that were on earlier. Make sure you guys come back on, because I had to restart the live because it kicked me out when I play Corinne Hawthorne's song. And that y'all know I don't own that music. Come on, Facebook. But God bless y'all anyway. Okay, so anyway, Nani, we have you on. Tell everybody about who you are. Introduce yourself to everyone.
Well, I was born. No, I'm just kidding.
By the river. Come on, girl. Don't just leave us hanging right there.
I can't sing. I don't want to hurt y'all's ears. I can't sing.
Girl, it's
but
okay.
It's like anytime someone says, "Tell me about yourself," I play like little funny skits in my head all the time. So that's one of them that always comes out.
Yeah, I like that one.
But of course it is music, because I actually do think in music. I've been like that since I was a little girl.
That's good.
Yes. So I grew up in a very small town called Stuart, Florida. I have to always explain that it's between Fort Pierce and Palm Beach, off of 95, like 1 or 2 exits.
Yeah.
And so growing up in a small town and growing up in Florida, music was sometimes behind the scenes, behind the rest of the country.
Yeah.
But my father was very much into music. And so whenever he traveled, he would bring me like 10, 12, 20 albums at a time.
Wow.
Okay.
So growing up as an only child to my parents, my father has transitioned on. He's an honored ancestor now. And my mother, growing up, there was just always music around. And I kind of became, as I got older, what they would call in other parts of society the plug, right? I would be the plug at my small high school to bring some music to the dance team or to whoever. But again, growing up in a small town in Florida, went to the great Bethune-Cookman College, now university.
Yeah.
University. In college, same thing. I did everything possible from this spectrum to that, along the spectrum. But we'll talk about the parts I pledged: Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I was in SGA. I did so many different things: pre-med society, a nerd, and then over here a party girl.
Right.
I went to University of South Florida in Tampa. So I was really in Florida from, just growing up all the way through becoming an adult.
Oh, wow.
And moved to the ATL now over 20 years ago, I think.
20 years?
I think so. It's been a long time.
Oh, my.
I came back to Florida, but I moved back. And so being here in Atlanta has been such a wonderful experience. I don't live in Atlanta. I don't claim Atlanta. I live south of the airport. Okay. But it's the Atlanta area. And let's see, I have 2 young, big people. My kids are now over 20, 21 and 17. So,
what?
Yeah, they're big.
Yes.
Wow.
Something doesn't crack. But
it doesn't
crack,
Right, exactly.
All of us.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. I would never think that. Wow.
No, I'm sure you all get the same comments.
Oh, absolutely.
I do.
Decide to share
all the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
A
lot of that I do attribute to a very long career in health and wellness.
Good.
That's been my foundation and my background on a personal level, professional level. I'm even a published author, self-published.
Wow.
And so along that continuum of believing in good health, taking care of ourselves, I had hit a rock bottom, as most of us have.
Oh, yes.
Probably a couple little valleys on the way from it too as well. But I do attribute a lot of that to just working intentionally on living in my full power,
right?
And the idea of living free and trying to, shake off the things that are limiting us in terms of our mind, our bodies, and our spirits. And so that's kind of really what led me into music, as we're going to talk about, is to finally just be all the way free and do what you've been wanting to do for some years, which is get on the things and play the music and just do it.
That's good.
So that's the little.
You might as well. Listen, there's nothing more rewarding than doing what you love to do. And you oftentimes wonder, where do these gifts come from? And as you
Right.
mentioned, it's always been, music has always been around you. It's always been around you. So it's always amazing to tap into the things that we really want to do. So I'm
Right.
so happy that you are here, and we wanted to create this platform so you can tell us a little bit more about female DJs, because we know that the numbers are really low. I was actually doing some research. Now, I don't know how accurate my research is, but I saw that there was like it was a 68% of the men are DJs and like 32% of them are female, or is that number a little bit lower than that and or higher?
I'm not actually sure, and I should have researched. And if you all can hear my dog in the background,
It's okay.
every time I get on the phone or an interview,
That's when they show
she has
out.
to bark. So that's
Exactly.
Lola. She's making her cameo. Lola.
She's making her cameo.
It's probably nothing.
Okay.
So I apologize, and I can't scream because I can't figure out how to put it on mute to tell her to be quiet. But no, I actually don't know the numbers. I do know just from experience and what I've seen over the years that the numbers are definitely imbalanced for sure in terms of women DJs in all genres, and hip hop and house music and so on.
Okay.
Yes.
So what made you transition? We heard a little bit about your upbringing, but what caused this transition for you to want to, be a female DJ?
I've had several transitions in life, and I don't know what to really attribute it to, because you could say, oh, it's because it's this, it's because these were your parents, or maybe it's because you lived there, or maybe it's because whatever. I don't really know anymore. The older I get, the more I realize the less I know, right? I thought I used to know everything, so I don't really know. But basically, just throughout life, major thing I've ever wanted to do, I just will go and try it. And so a lot of that does come from my father, and I keep looking because I have his nameplate right over here. But a lot of the confidence and self-esteem, definitely came from both of my parents, but especially my father.
Yeah.
And always encouraging me to, to be myself, to follow what it is I want to do it in excellence, and don't do it half.
That's right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And so this was just one of many on many different journeys. I decided to write the book. I decided to, go out and apply for an executive director position of an organization, and got that just to try it and just to and to do it, to follow my passion. So with music, again, it's just been something since I was little. I love being the one to play the music and have everybody feel happy. I guess it's similar to, I love telling jokes for everyone to be happy. I love, smiling and bringing a different atmosphere into the room for people to feel good.
Yeah.
And it's really simply a continuation of just how I have lived at many points in life, not all the time consistently, but at many points in life, is how do we make it in this world that many times is upside down and backwards and messed up? How do we make it in this world and still be fully who we're supposed to be?
That's right.
And be happy doing it. And that's, I think, all of our struggle, of our struggle sometimes.
Absolutely, 100%. So the name DJ Skywalker. Now I won't tell you what I thought of when I saw Skywalker, but I'm gonna let you.
Oh, because we're from Florida.
Right. We're Floridians, and I'll tell you after you tell me what I thought about Skywalker. But what, how did you get the name DJ Skywalker?
Well, as we know, on a spiritual level, we hear, we see, we get messages. And so after my father transitioned, because again, he's my number one influence in music and in many things, in business, in character, and in many things, but definitely in music. But growing up, we used to watch all of the Star Wars movies over and over again. And that was one of our special ways of bonding, was going to the movies, and of course listening to music. He used to have me at 8 and 9 years old. He would teach me about the bridge and the chorus and the breakdown, and can you hear what's underneath? Can you hear what's on top?
Right.
And look at the album, look to see who wrote it. So combined with all of that, after he was he transitioned in 2018.
Yeah.
And I started really thinking about it in 2019. Like, you know, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And I don't even remember what day it was. It just hit me.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say the second part of that is also because I'm one of those, people may say, out there thinkers.
Yes.
I don't mind embracing other concepts.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the idea of us being tapped into what maybe some would call a cosmic energy. You know, we would know and call energies God,
Yeah.
source, the all. But I do believe that we're all tapped into that,
Mm-hmm.
and that I don't know the truth. I don't even know if there are spaceships. I don't know if there's we don't know because we haven't been there. We just think these things.
Right.
But I like the concepts that, you know, that we are all tuned in to some greater power, and that maybe perhaps through music we get to travel through different aspects of ourselves and the world, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
It is.
Because music is so universal. And when you were talking about growing up with music, I grew up like that also in my mom's house. So when we came into the house, whatever music she was playing, it dictated the mood she was in. And then we actually grew up feeling that same way.
It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
So if I walk into some place and I hear elevator music, I'm like, okay, that's the day that we had to clean. It was a rainy day, you know. And so
Right.
I attached that to my mom. If we heard reggae, we knew that she was happy. We had a little bit of leadway. We can go on the strip, you know. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you know. So I grew up with all types of music in the 70s. You know, everything you possibly think of, I listened to it. And sometimes my husband looks at me and go, but what he doesn't understand, it does something to my soul.
It does.
You know, I can imagine, I can travel through it. So I get your father being that big influence, and you actually taking it on now to spearhead this next level in your life. You know, that's amazing.
It is.
And I can listen to you talk all day long and connect with you, because it's just like, I feel like, yeah, I'm on the spaceship with her. Where we going?
Exactly. Where are we going? That's right.
I like this.
You know, I think all of us have grew up around music. I know for me, the same as you, my mother would clean the house, and you know that it was Saturday morning because she would, you know, turn the volume up. And years later, me being now in my 40s, I'm like turning up the music before I clean anything. And I'm like, where did I get that from? And it was because, you know, growing up, we would just always hear music. And so music, like music, is for the soul, especially when you're playing soul music. Yeah. So so we're going to talk a little bit about female DJs, and we know that this is a dominant field, you know, where most men are you know, holding that position. So with you, do you find it challenging to, I guess, be hired as a female DJ, or do people really prefer male DJs? Is there a difference?
Well, I'm gonna kind of go back a little bit, and that in the past, of course, it was pretty much always male dominated. And I think that, you know, it's easy to want to just place blame and maybe talk about women versus men and things. But really, if you think about it on a deeper, more mature level, that industry, as all other industries, were simply following our backwards, small-minded thinking sometimes society. And so back in the past, our society promoted that. And so of course, I don't think we can necessarily blame in those past times. They were simply following what the mold was, you know. I do of course see it changing now.
That's good.
But I think it's just important to separate that, is that it's not that, oh, you know, it's always been male dominated and we just hate male DJs. That has nothing, those two things are unrelated. So I think that the industry was just simply following, you know, what the script was. And I think that still, I know that still we do see it in the industry where it still follows the script, where maybe a party is created and it's just always typically guys. Or that if you are celebrating yourself as a woman, then that must mean that you hate men. No, again, two separate things. I think that we should be allowed to celebrate whatever it is about ourselves, and it not be at the effect of the other thing.
Exactly.
You know, I'm just celebrating myself as a woman and as a DJ. Oh wow, I'm a woman DJ.
Boom. Exactly.
Right, right.
Mhm.
I'm a woman that has curly hair.
Come
It doesn't
on.
mean I don't like straight haired people. It's just
Mhm.
whatever. So
Right.
we're, to be able to celebrate that. But it is still I have not been actively DJing
Okay.
out in public for like years and years.
Oh,
I really just came outside about 2 years ago, because
okay.
we already are in
Right. We
2022.
all have just come outside.
We've all just been coming outside. Yes.
Right.
So
Yeah. Some of us still inside. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
hmm.
Mhm.
I've noticed things before. I've noticed certain slights that could be, is this because I'm a woman DJ that I'm not X, Y,
Uh,
and Z?
yeah,
But
yeah,
because I don't like to live in that energy, I
yeah.
won't put too much time into it. But
That's good.
there are still differences.
Hmm.
I do get a lot of mansplaining to me, unsolicited advice about how to how to how to
Right.
turn the buttons and things. I
It's
do still get that
hmm. Well, how, so you had
all
to
in my
learn the
inbox.
unsolicited advice. So listen, did you have to learn that skill, or is that something that you've always done, or did you take a course for it?
I said, I'm going to figure this out. And I went to Guitar Center and I bought a controller and I started watching YouTube videos and
Okay.
all kinds of things. I took a course on like the industry as a whole. And then, yeah, within that course, it was teaching me about chords and things like that.
Hmm.
But in terms of mixing music, that's something that that's a natural thing.
That's a natural.
Wow.
So yeah, it was
That's
just
good.
Hmm.
playing and playing and playing. And then I decided to go live on Facebook one day,
Uh-oh.
and I got such a great response. I said, hey, I might as well just go ahead and really start doing it.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
I
Yeah,
saw
Do you,
yeah.
that.
so did
I
you
saw that and I was like,
really?
wow,
A
what's going
while
on?
back.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
That's good. That's
Um,
good.
the thing about it is the reason why I was excited is because we grew up in the 80s, 90s, and we saw Spinderella. And so we were all
Oh
really
yeah.
excited about Salt and Pepper being, rappers because
Hmm.
again, rappers were a male dominated field as well. So when they came
Right.
out, everybody cut their hair and we mimicked
Hmm.
their style and their dance, and
Hmm.
then we saw Spinderella. And so she was
Hmm.
like, I don't know if she was the first female DJ, I doubt it, but I know that she was definitely, someone that had a huge impact on, wait a minute, women
Right.
can do a variety of things. And so,
Hmm.
how important do you think it is for us to continue in? Like you said, I do like what you said earlier because we don't want to, we want to stay in a positive lane in terms of not being able to compare male and female. But how important is it for there to be female DJs? Do you think it encourages the next generation?
I think it's extremely important. And I'm going to, again, maybe back it up a little bit in that because of the ways that our society was built and what was encouraged, which was to look at a more basic role of women and men.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now I find, of course, that we're growing in more mature more mature perceptions,
Mm-hmm.
that instead of it's like a woman's role is this and a man's role is this,
Right.
it is more conversations about the divine feminine and the
Mm-hmm.
divine masculine,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And
That's
by
good.
divine just meaning your source given, your God given power. And well, it can go way deep. I'm not going to go that deep, but just to
Well,
back it
we
up
we
and
could
say
go
that
deep now
when we
because,
think,
Oh, come
but
on now. Take it there.
this show. You go ahead and go
There
how
you
deep you
go.
want to go, sis. But go
I'm trying
ahead.
to tell you.
We for it.
but
But go ahead.
so I'm just going to say, really, in any industry, I
Yeah.
think it's important for, if women want to express themselves within that industry,
Mm-hmm.
then let's do it,
Yeah.
because there typically is such an imbalance in every aspect of our society. We're only just now
Yeah.
beginning to talk about it more,
Mm-hmm.
beginning to have more uncomfortable conversations about it, beginning to bring more awareness to women that exist
Right.
in all industries and fields.
Mm-hmm.
With regards to music, of course it's important. Women, we, in our divine feminine essence and our divine feminine power,
Yeah.
see, society makes us think that we are weak, that
Mm.
a woman equals weak. But really, in the divine feminine power perspective, it's from a place of true creativity,
Yes.
Come
true
on.
internal power, knowing how to multiply things,
Yeah.
right? You know, anything that comes in the home, we know how to multiply.
Oh, come on, talk
we know
about
how
it.
to
Talk about it.
nurture. We know how to do so many things, and we create, you know, this is the deep part, is that we think we create up here,
Yeah.
but as women, if we're tuned in, we're recognizing the womb creation energy and then working from the
That's
inside
good.
out.
That's good.
So
That's good.
I find that when I'm DJing, you know, obviously I don't know how to DJ as a guy because I'm not a guy, but I
Right.
find that when I'm DJing as a woman, it's like,
It's a whole different
it's like a
span.
feeling I haven't had before.
Right.
I used to speak, I used to be on the dance team, and those are all separate feelings. But something about playing the music, it's a whole different feeling that I think everybody would talk about. But I just love when I look at other women DJs that I admire. I have a whole list, and I just stalk them. I love them. I support them. I love to just see that energy coming now into being more, attempting to be more balanced in the field of music.
Who are some of those female DJs that you admire? Who are some of those?
Well, I talk about 3 lately all the time. So one, her name is Anane Vega. Okay, she's the wife of Louis Vega. Louis Vega has been in music forever.
Yeah.
And so they actually DJ together. She's a singer. She's also into health and wellness as well. So I identify with her on multiple levels. She has a son, you know, and so her name is Anane Vega.
Yeah.
And it's when she came, I used to be a party promoter for a party called the Tambor Party here in Atlanta. I was on the door, and we got to bring in DJs and singers and artists from all over the world, like Black Coffee, just names that people would have heard of in house music. But she came, and as a woman DJ, I was just like, that just looks so cool, like, you know, and it was probably the beginning of me saying, okay,
I think
I'm gonna do that
do
soon.
this. Yes.
Soon I'm gonna do it.
Absolutely.
Another young lady, her name is Jada G.
Okay.
She's just this bubbly light of
Jada.
energy in house music. And then we have Ash Lauren, who's from Detroit, but out of Atlanta, you know, by way of Atlanta. And she's just exploding in her career. And so lately, those are 3, and also a lady named Sam Divine out of London. But those are a few that I really identify with, and I'm just so supportive of. But all the women DJs here in Atlanta, especially, I have conversations with men. I'm not stating anything, but sometimes with men, and they claim that they don't know of any women DJs.
Right.
We have so many unique, talented, just wonderful women DJs here in Atlanta that I also support.
That's it.
And love and encourage. So yeah, those. And if I don't want to say names, because if I forget somebody, then they know. But a lot of them here in Atlanta.
Yeah, when we start calling names, oh my goodness. Well, we know another one, and that's DJ Skyywalker, and we're gonna support her 100%. Okay, period. Point blank.
So if someone called you out now to do an event, would you? Do you pick the format? What are you comfortable in? What are you not comfortable in? You know, your genre of music.
Sorry.
What would you play? The genre of music, is it everything? So, you know.
My favorite genre to play, I will be an internationally traveling DJ, is within the genre of house music. I love house music, and house music has several subgenres. So I love Afro house and deep house, and then you can kind of throw in some Afro beats, and Amapiano is my favorite subgenre right now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
However, if you had a birthday party tomorrow, I can come and rock your party. Because I know so much music.
See what she's saying? She said, I'm coming to rock your party. Pay attention. 80s, yes.
90s, the 2000s. Now, I don't know the new mumble music. I don't know a lot about it.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
But I can rock an anniversary party, a birthday party, a corporate.
Yes,
I've done weddings, so I can do all of that too.
Well,
yes, I love that confidence.
Yes,
I love that. She said, I will be traveling. That's right. Speak it into existence.
That's it. Okay,
I see
guys,
it
I
every
see
day.
some people coming in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Listen, we just talking. Yes, feel free to put your questions there at the bottom, and I promise we'll answer all of them. Thank you guys for coming in. Make sure you press like and share. We would appreciate that. So you have some events that are coming up. I saw one of them on your Facebook page. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So, well, this Saturday night, I believe I'm the only woman out of 9 DJs. It's going to be so much fun. It's some
Oh, that's
Omegas
nice.
and Kappas and Sigmas, and it's this annual
Oh,
cookout that they do.
mm-hmm,
So I'm just looking forward to having a good time on Saturday night. It's going to be a
mm-hmm.
lot of fun. That's called the House Arrest,
Okay.
and you can find it on my page.
Yeah.
Next Saturday, super special in the daytime, the Women of House Music Collective, which is based here in Atlanta,
Oh.
is having it's called the Collective Brunch.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an
Wow.
event for women. It's hosted by this collective. So it's a ticketed event.
Mm-hmm.
We are having myself, and it's an all-women DJ lineup. We're having food
Wow.
and, champagne and just the
Yeah.
whole 9 yards,
Mm-hmm.
swag bags
That's
and gifts
nice.
and things. And
Yeah.
that is going to be 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
at Gallery 992.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I go from there, take a nap in my car, and then go right, because I have to get my
Right.
nap in. And then I go right to the Saturday night House-A-Rama Greek edition. So excited for all of these things to come
Yeah.
about. That's going to be at the Omega World Center from 9 p.m. until 2 a.m. next. And so those two events are next Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
the 30th. And then
Okay.
after that, I'm traveling to DJ in Miami.
That's
Hey.
nice.
Wait,
On
when
the
are you
beach,
coming? Wait, when are you coming to
I'm doing my
Miami?
sit-ups.
I'll be there in May. When are you going?
The beginning of June.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a private corporate event.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So listen, I
Yeah.
know that Womanly Wisdom has an event in July, and listen, we know who to call if we need a DJ there.
I'm
Tell her
trying to
about
tell you,
that
I'm trying to
event.
make up stuff in my head. I'm making up stuff in my head right now. Listen, we'll come to where you are and party, okay? Please stop
We can have
playing.
a good time.
We will,
Exactly.
you know we'll get
I'm
on the
ready.
plane. Quick,
I'll be in there like, hoot, 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 hoot.
turning it up, girl. Especially if you play the 90s, all the music from the 90s.
I got the 90s.
You got the 90s on lock. Listen,
Yes.
don't bring out the Chub Rock and Slick
Oh,
Rick
wait.
and
Oh,
Dougie
see,
Fresh.
there you go.
Yes.
Wait a minute now.
There you go.
Hold up.
There you go.
And then
Come
throw
on,
a
take
little
it back.
and then throw a little Luke in there.
I got the
Oh,
Bethune
okay.
Cookman
There you go.
playlist.
There you go.
Oh wait,
Did you say Luke?
Oh wait, that's the
Wait, did you
college
just say-
days. Luke Skywalker.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Oh,
Luke.
shh. Oh, we gotta act right. We gotta
I
act right.
was gonna
Hold
say,
on.
girl, something.
I'm gonna
Y'all making me like
go
tear up
back.
from laughing so
I'm gonna
hard.
go back on Luke now.
Go ahead.
Luke
Oh,
back
right there. Hey, right there, right there.
I gotta be dignified. Come on.
What? Take it all the way
have
back.
some-
I need to go to the 70s and the 80s.
Oh,
That's what I
what's
need.
your
I need some
70s
seven-
and 80s? What's your song?
Oh, I can't even. It was more hip hop, like African Bambaataa, the Force MDs, that kind of stuff. Mercedes Ladies, where it actually had lady, DJs and stuff. That Moni, just that kind of, and throw it in with some different stuff.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's Lisa.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
that kind of stuff.
Now, see, I'm gonna have to play all night now to get all this energy out.
I'm trying to tell you, that's right. I'm excited for you.
Yes.
I'm excited.
She's from New York. Reverend.
Oh, are you?
No. Reverend
Okay,
D is from New York.
Oh, okay.
She's
from the Bronx, so
Yeah.
Right where it started. I was out there in those parks. I was out there carrying crates.
KRS-One is probably my favorite rappers. KRS-One.
Really? Oh, that's deep. Yeah. You taking it back to Miss Melody and all that kind of stuff. And,
yes.
Ed the Lover. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we got it. We know.
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
We'll play it on. Bring it on in. Listen, do you
What?
have do you monitor the crowd when you're DJing, and then when everybody rushes to the floor, do you keep that momentum?
That is one of the true skills of a DJ is can you connect with your crowd? But I
That's
find it
good.
the same as when I was doing a lot of public speaking
Hmm.
is engaging with the crowd, picking up on their energy,
Yeah.
you know, knowing
Yes.
when to, even when speaking, knowing when to go high, when to go low. And so it's very similar with music
Hmm.
is engaging with the crowd and kind of thinking what should be coming next.
Yeah.
How do, you know,
That's
do you
good.
want to keep them there? I do find though late at night, like I used to do karaoke parties and
Hmm.
weddings,
Yeah.
then you have to bring them back down because
Right.
they'll be too crunk. So then it's
Listen.
like I'm gonna slow their heart rate and bring them back down so they can drive home safely and not go wreck in the car. So yeah, you do have to monitor
Okay.
the crowd
You
every
just,
second.
Yeah.
she say
That's good.
she said slow the heart rate. Okay.
I do, yes,
Listen.
because
Yeah, that's like
women
being a
might want to
senior
go out
citizen.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I like that. I love your energy. That's so good because, like you said, you are in tune with
She
yourself,
is.
the energy, and then you're projecting that out there, so that to have a good DJ and a woman, and I find that women DJs, it's exciting
Yeah.
because it's something different.
Yeah.
And so it's like you're going to connect with that. And that's not anything against male DJs, but they
Mhm.
come on to be hard with
Mhm.
their stuff and go in hard. And, from a woman's point, like you said, the feminine side, it comes through the music.
Yeah.
It comes through the atmosphere. And so what you're putting out there for people to dance, it's like, you're speaking to that side of us that we need to hear, at that moment. So I love it. I would come wherever you are. I would travel to see you. I would.
oh,
Oh,
that's
me
so
too.
sweet.
Me
Thank
Yeah,
definitely will
you.
support.
we definitely,
Well, she'll
yeah,
be
definitely
there.
will.
She'll be there in July when we head over there. So we might have to
Okay,
get
so
her
we make it our
to,
business to
yeah, we might have to get
make it
her to
our
come in
business.
and do the music for that event.
Yeah, we talk about
I'll be
that. Yeah.
doing it's pretty far away, but homecoming, Latavian, I'm doing somebody's party in for
Are you
homecoming. So
doing
hopefully
Duke's
if
party?
any Wildcats are listening, I hope to do that again. I did that one last year. So I
Oh,
hope to do that one again.
okay.
And then I'm doing I think a Kappa party.
I
So
was gonna ask you if you connected with Duke to do the jeans night, because he does a jeans night out every year. Is that the one you're talking about?
yes, and I just love him too. Another great person with great
Yeah.
energy. And he invited me in, so I got to open the party.
Oh,
So of course,
Oh,
good.
you know
that's
how we are.
nice.
We don't come till late. So I think I played for a few people, but
Right.
just one is enough.
Ex-
That's good.
Well,
That's good.
I'll be there this year, so I hope to see you then too as well. But I'll see you in July, hopefully, if we could get together and get you on. Now, how does all this work? Do you have a website where you can be booked, or give us some information about how we can reach you?
Sure. So, well, just for social media, anyone can find me on. It's so funny how we have social media now. I just have to take a break to say that. It's like we have our real selves and then we have our virtual selves. Isn't it kind of weird? Or is it
Yeah.
just me?
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Mhm.
But on social media,
On
you can
social
find
media
me
in the meantime.
Instagram at DJ_Skywalker with 2 Y's,
Okay.
and then Facebook and SoundCloud. I'm really good. I love putting mixes on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Both of those are just DJ Skywalker with 2 Y's.
Okay.
No underscore.
Facebook and
And
SoundCloud. Okay.
yes. So really, I mean, reaching me through there is just fine. We can, talk about events that are coming up.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to book me, we can just communicate through there.
Okay. Do you have a limit in terms of the hours that you will do, or you're in a certain, or it doesn't matter?
It's whatever the situation calls for.
I love that. She's like, bring it on. Bring it on. I have a question. What does your day consist of right before you get ready to go DJ? What's happening with you on the day of?
Oh, that's a good question.
Let's not forget the nap.
The nap.
Wait a minute. Are you in the car or are you in the bed?
I'll lay down because and especially now I'm getting up really early. I started going to the gym, y'all. I've been just getting my life all the way together.
Okay.
I definitely need that midday nap. But really, so I'm trying to think. When I'm getting ready for an event, it's just it's not anything that special because this is just like what I like to do anyway. I love lighting my incense or a candle. I love playing loud music.
Hey.
I'm just typically making jokes or something anyway, so I'm just in a really good mood. I love to sit out in the sun many days on like the day that I'm gonna play because I feel like being outside. I'm just like an outside type of person. I miss living near the water because I would definitely go to the water a lot more, you know. But yeah, the music, the incense, the candles, you know, I might have a glass of wine while I'm getting ready and just kind of envisioning like connecting. It's a deep spiritual thing. I'll see connecting to the people. And I feel like I don't even know who they are, who's going to come there. But it's almost like I'm talking to them and we're like, hey girl, hey guy, what's up? I don't know how to really explain it. But I picture
a vision,
everybody having a good time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's good.
Well, two more of the questions. Good. Would you ever consider doing a summer camp for female teens to kind of encourage their Oh,
for sure. For sure. Yes.
That's good.
Yes. Because I know before I started, I thought it looked so difficult, right? All these buttons and knowing what to push, and then you have one headphone and then once I got into it, I was like, this really isn't that hard. It's not that hard. It's more of having the ear, you know, knowing what to mix, the keys and the timing and things like that. But I would love to. I would love to teach young girls about just expressing themselves through music.
Is that a turntable? Look at me now. Hold up. Is that a turntable in the back? Because I see pink and all of those. Did you bedazzle yours or what's going on? What is that pink thing in the back there? What's
this right here?
Yeah.
These are my
headphones. No. The those bottom circle thing.
Yes. Zugga, zugga, zugga.
Back in the day, you know, we had our record players, right?
Okay. Zugga, zugga, zugga.
And they made the turntables that were like 2 record players and a mixer. This is the 21st century where they have created what's called a controller.
What?
So the controller, it's still like a circle, like how it would be on the record, but it's a lot smaller.
Oh, like what they used to use the stretch, and now they use the.
Yep, and you can scratch on these now.
Well, what you say now? What you say? We've come a long way. Well, you know, yeah, we've come a long way because I'm like, why is that pink and it's so cute? And did you do that yourself or did you purchase it like that?
It comes with colors and you can program the colors. So I just turned on red and I have yellow over there. And then if I were to switch, then look at that, it went blue.
I see. So you get to do all of that. Okay, good. Well, wow, thank you. I wish we could have heard, you know, a little something, but you know, we ain't gonna put too much pressure on you, you know.
Look, I had to get the camera, you know, just so
situated in
Skywalker. My birth mother got this made for me, so she just sent that to me.
That's so cute.
DJ Skyywalker.
Okay, zoom the camera over there so we can see it. Isn't that cute?
That is nice.
Yeah, that is
it's like 2 wooden pieces.
Well deserved.
Pick up and put them anywhere. Yeah.
Well deserved for sure.
Before we came on, Noni, I was looking at one of your videos, and it just grabbed me because a few minutes ago you were talking about living in your full power. And there was one you were talking about the energy in the universe, stuck in negative cycles. It was so deep. And then there's one that I wanted to ask you about really quick. It was sitting in a frame of mind, you know, because the energy that attracts to us. And that's why I was asking what takes place when you start to have this music. But it just seems like you are so well rounded in so many things that you find balance in it, you know. So I want to encourage you to continue to do what you're doing. And speak that over your life because it really opens the door for people's mindset to change. And because you're doing this music, whatever you're feeling on the inside is going to radiate out, you know. And so I was looking at some of the stuff and I was just like, wow, like she's really deep, you know, really, really deep. So I just want to encourage you, don't stop the music. I would sing, but you know, but don't stop the music. Keep doing it. Don't stop, because all of that is what you're supposed to be doing. As you talked about, that's good. In one of your videos, you were talking about sometimes we're doing things that we're not supposed to do. You know, or we get a job that we stayed at for 2 years and that's not where we're supposed to be at. So I just want to encourage you and give you back your words. Keep doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I speak on that real quick?
Sure.
Y'all just need to know I love to run my mouth about, even though I don't think I know that much, but I do like to speak on certain topics. And that is one of them is like, even lately I keep thinking about how our society grooms us away from the things that we're supposed to be doing.
Oh
right?
my God.
Nope, you should be doing this. This is your box. You know, you're a Black woman, so you should be doing this. You are a white man, so you are a Spanish woman. So it grooms us against it.
Yes.
So that we get to the point that when we get to be adults and we know we're good at something, then we say, that can't be what I'm supposed to be doing, because that's what comes natural to me.
Yeah.
What I'm supposed to be doing should be coming hard to me. And that's just not true.
Right.
I truly do believe, I don't know, but I believe it's like we're in a world full of puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
And every single person is encoded with certain things.
Absolutely.
And it's like the purpose of life. This is my idea. It doesn't mean it's the truth. It's my idea that the purpose of life is to be here to express whatever we're encoded with.
Absolutely.
If that is that you make earpod covers and you make them the best out of anybody, then that's what you're supposed to be doing. You know, if you just make papers, and you love the lines on the paper and you love to do, then that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Make the best
papers.
But
our society convinces us and makes us think, you know, because if they can't make money off of our gifts, in some kind of way,
well,
you know,
talk about that.
Right, but we are seriously encoded with. And so if you're listening to the sounds of our voices today, whether it's today or in the future, and you know there's something that just makes you truly, truly happy.
Come on.
What I have learned the hard way is that, yes, we need to be able to make money in this society because things cost money. But as you begin to allow that to come from within, the money will come to you.
Absolutely.
The opportunities will come to you. I didn't believe it for a long time, so I didn't do it. But once I kind of started to flip it, the more that I'm in tune with like who I feel I am and my energy and my power, then just all the things that I want and envision come to me even faster.
Absolutely.
We don't have to chase. You don't have to chase what you are, right? Think about, you don't chase what you are. You are just what you are. So when you are all, I'm getting goosebumps. When you are all the way you, then you meet yourself through opportunities, through money, through two lovely ladies on the live today. You meet you.
3. And count yourself in. That's right.
I'm sorry, 3. 3. Yes. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll stop there because I'm about.
No. Go ahead. You know, this is my thing.
We have to have her come back. We have to have her come back because when she's talking about living in your full power and the manifestation of that, and what she's saying that when you meet yourself, do you know how deep that is?
That's deep.
Like, we don't think like that. You know, we wait for this pandemic to bring out our gifts of what we really have inside of us forever. Yeah. You know, and what she's saying is that her power, when you meet yourself, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that for me on a daily basis. Daily. Because we get so caught up in doing things for everybody else, but meeting yourself, man, that's powerful.
It is very powerful. And don't feel like you have to stop. Don't feel like you have to stop, Noni, because that is very powerful. And you never know who can tune in and listen to this live. And so continue to speak. Whatever you feel, don't stop. The goosebumps, they're coming for a reason. So don't feel like you have to hold back. Whatever you have to say, especially to this generation, you know, all generations really, because we all need to get to a point where we know who we are and we value the gift, you know, that we have within. And like you said, if you make, you know, these pens, make the best pens. Know that that's your pen, and there is no other pen that's going to be like this pen because I made it. Right? So even if I got to throw a little diamond right here, somebody else may have a diamond there, but so what? Mine's prettier, you know, because I made it. Right? So make the best pen, you know, sing the best song, play the best music, right? Write the best book, you know, do what you have to do because it's yours. And I don't care how many people out there are doing it. You're special. You have a unique touch because it's yours. at the end of the day.
That's right.
Now, you said you was an author. What is the name of this book?
Well, of course I have it right here.
Bring it on in.
Of course.
So I wrote this book back in 2013. And I'll tell you, the funniest story is I decided in the beginning of 2013, I want to write a book.
Yeah.
I wrote the outline, put it away, and then I was like, I gotta get this out.
Yeah.
So the way that I operate, I announced the book signing before I had finished the book to make myself finish it.
That's how we do that.
So there was many nights where like the glasses were like this and the hair and the kids were like, Mama, we haven't eaten. You'll eat tomorrow.
You'll eat. Exactly.
That's good.
You're not gonna die.
Right.
Anyway.
That's good. You're so deep in your wisdom and your knowledge. So deep. It is just like so much that is coming through the phone. You can see it. And I know we can't cover it all, but we at some point we have to have her back.
Absolutely.
Just because there's something, when you said meeting yourself, man.
That hit home. Mm-hmm.
It hit to the point that it's deep.
The good or the bad.
Yeah.
When you're so that's what this whole book was about. I was working in the health nonprofit world, and I was getting all these scripts about, you know, Black people always get diabetes and Spanish people always get this and Asian people always get this. All of these scripts that we're constantly being fed about who we're supposed to be. You know, we're supposed to be sick and in poverty and all this kind of crap. And I got tired of it because that's just how I am. And I said, okay, I'm just going to start a business so that I can be able to speak on what I want to speak on without getting fired from the job.
Right, that part.
So
Girl.
I just announced that I was a speaker. I started speaking, and then this book came about a year and a half later. And so it's written this way on purpose. I know it's probably backwards.
Yeah.
The F train to freedom. And it's written as if the F is a bad word. I wanted to grab you, but really it's talking about what I termed the bad words in health: fear, fat, and other F words that are non-traditional when we talk about health. Forgiveness, you know, the importance of fasting, not just your body, but your mind and your spirit as well. So it's a very short, easy read, going through all of these F words: fear, fat, forgiveness, food, fasting. And how can we explore these topics to be able to live more free in mind, body, and spirit?
That's good.
Wow.
And it's like 88 pages, super easy. And just a testament to one of the times that I wasn't always like this. You know, we get to these places from going bottom to the middle, back to the top, back to the bottom.
Yes.
And I had reached a rock bottom a couple of years before that, and I just wanted to kind of put that in black and white and encourage other people that it doesn't really matter where you are. It does matter where you are, recognize where you are, but also be able to see where you're going and then work on manifesting that.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Now is it available in ebook? How do we purchase it and how much is it?
It's funny because I haven't really been in the field in a while. So I used to have a website that had it. I would just say now, just message me on Facebook. Okay. I do have it in ebook form.
Okay.
And it used to be $20. At this point, $10. I would do it for $10 because it's been so long. And I need to push myself. I have 2 more books up here I need to get out. So,
okay. We'll be at the book signing. We'll be at the book signing. You don't say it, but we'll be at your book signing, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I see you there.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Well, we'll say the first 50 people can get it for $10 and everybody else has to pay $20, because this is a wealth of information, and me being an author, I know what it takes to write a book, and I know what it takes to bring the structure of it together. I don't care if it was how long ago it's been since you've written that book, but it has information in there that can be, vital to a lot of people. So we'll say the first 50 people, you can get it for $10, but I would just say, support her 100%, not just because she's, and all the Wildcats out there need to pay $20. If you attended Bethune-Cookman, especially Bethune-Cookman College, you need to pay that $20. And then the rest of y'all people who attended maybe FAM, another school, something like that, y'all can, you know.
What? We don't. What school is that? We
I
don't
don't even know what school that is. I don't even know why I had that on my list. But y'all, we might need to make that $50 for that school in Tallahassee.
Yes.
You know, right?
Okay. So there's one more thing I wanted to say. I wanted to say one more thing is that, again, if you're listening to this, and of course by now our audience is thinking of their own lives, they're thinking of things that they want to do. They're being inspired by any one of us right now. And I have an idea about my idea of prayer, right?
Oh,
and so they may be tempted to get off the live and then sit and then pray and expect something to just happen while they just sit there, right? Nothing, we're not able to manifest anything without knowing that our prayer is actually a confirmation of what it is that we already desire. We're not begging anything, anybody. We're not hoping, we're not wishing. When we are actually, oh, I pray that one day I could become X, Y, and Z.
Oh my.
It is, I confirm my vision that I see.
Yeah.
And so through that confirmation, now I'm going to get up, and through that confirmation, I'm going to live in that vision. I'm going to take action, so that when those pieces that are those, something I get obsessed about is the idea that literally everything we want is already out there. It's just waiting for us to be ready, like to take action.
Absolutely.
So if I'm sitting here, it can't get to me. But then as soon as I walk and do action, and maybe I file my LLC, and maybe I go by the controller, then it comes right there. Oh, here comes this, here comes that.
It does.
And so when we are saying, I want to pray to be all these things that I'm thinking about right now, take it in more of a powered idea of, no, confirm that is what you're
confirmation.
Confirm it and go out there and take action. Don't just sit in one place and think it's going to hit you over the head. It ain't. It's not going to hit you over the head.
That's good.
Confirm and take some action.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
Somebody needs to hear that. I don't know who it is.
That's really good.
To hear that.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Yeah, confirm who you already are, because it was already written. So confirm who you already are. Yeah. Like when I first started, all of a sudden I had a desire to write poetry, and I had no idea that my family, like all the way back to my great parents, wrote poetry, but I was always fascinated by words. And then I found myself at an open mic. And then, you know, the spoken word artists, when they got up there to tell their stories, I'm like, wow, I was that I went home and wrote a poem in 2 minutes. And I let one of my friends, long story short, but I let one of my friends read it, and he was like, oh, this is an amazing poem. You should submit it at so-and-so and so. And then I did. And 2 weeks later, won an Editor's Choice Award for a poem that I didn't even know that I can write. And it wasn't until I met my 80-year-old aunt who wrote poetry. And she told me about my great-grandfather who wrote poetry. And even Melissa writes poetry. Did you know that?
Wow.
Melissa writes poetry. And I didn't know. And so it wasn't until I would have to say the desire or the passion that I had, or the confirmation of who I already was. It wasn't until I tapped into that and explored it for a while that now, you know, I became an author, and I wrote poetry, and I wrote books, and I'm writing for other people, and I could write a poem about this moment right now off the top of my head. But I would have never known that. I would have never known that had I tapped into, you know, the things that I had a really strong desire for. And I'm sure that's happened for you too, Reverend D. I'm sure that did happen for you too.
It happens a lot. But like you said, like what she was saying, meeting yourself there, you know, and tapping into it, and confirmation, because you're so used to making sure everybody else confirmation comes to, and so you sit, you know. But this today, what she was talking about, and when I was looking at her live, just resonated so much in my soul, and it was just like, yeah, let me live in my full power. You know, this is mine. You know, this belongs to me. Stop playing. This is mine. Let me claim it. So I'm gonna. When she was talking, because I envisioned things, I'm gonna sit on my couch and be like, okay, boom, 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 boom.
Taking it all in.
Stop playing, move in that movement. Just like that. When I move, you move. Yes, just like that.
That's right. I have so many stories of things that I it's not like, oh, I did it, but spirit working through me drew what I wanted, you know.
That's good.
And either it was envisioning. There was one time I wanted a job, and I found a picture of because it was to be a manager of a health store. And I took the picture online. I cut out my picture and used the program and overlapped my picture to be standing in the store. And I put it on my phone and I watched it. I looked at that but not just, oh, I hope and wish, while I applied to the job, right? Taking action. Yeah. While I brushed up on, okay, I'm going to get an interview. Let me know what I'm talking about. I took all this action. Didn't even realize that I ended up getting the job. And within a month after I got the job, I was standing literally in a store that looked just like the one on the picture.
Wow.
And I said, this is it. This is the picture. So take a picture of me. And I have now the picture that I made and the picture of me standing in the exact store that spirit through me manifested.
Wow.
So,
yeah,
those
you better say that.
It's not
standing
even
in the
particular religion.
That's good.
Or a particular, book or anything. This is about all power, all over the whole world, no matter what religion you are. We all have that ability to tap into that and use that. Yes.
That's good. You just said standing in the vision. That's real good.
That's so good. That's so good. It really is. And thank you for sharing that story with us. Anything else you want to share before we close out?
I got too many stories. No, I have too many stories. Well, I'll have to come back. I will come back. I'd love to come back.
It'll be a part 2. We'll have a part 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me go through some of this stuff. Let me see what the people are saying. Let's see. Hi, Rita. How are you? Thanks for joining in. She said she was having problems with her volume. Okay, and she's saying, keep it real. Thank you. That's all we can do. That's who we are. Hey, Michelle. Thank you, guys. Noni, Rita said she loves your transparency. And then she said, oh, she's asking me if I remember African Square Park. Now, African Square Park was where we would go, and the DJ would set up this booth and these speakers, and they would come in and they would play this music, and we'd be all, you know how to do.
Yeah.
We all out there doing our thing. And because it was a rural area, right? They would come through and be shooting through the place. Bow, 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 bow. And then, I'm sorry. We talking about Florida. Okay.
Right.
So they would shoot through the place. But what was so funny about African Square Park is, as soon as everything died down, the DJ would not leave. He would continue to play the song, and then everybody just end up back at African Square Park like we didn't just experience a shootout.
Wow.
That's that energy. We can talk about our energy. We carry a whole different energy on this earth, and we know how to make things that are bad into good. I don't care what it is.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that's what she was saying. And then she was, so she was saying, agreeing with you, Reverend D, that was the scratch, because I was trying to figure out what it was. I'm old school. I remember them scratching the radio, the album itself.
Yes.
Okay, and then that was it. Hi, guys. Hi, Rohan. Hi, everybody. Thank you, guys, for coming in. We appreciate that. And if you have any questions, Noni has given us her information and how to reach out to her. Listen, don't book another DJ, okay?
Right.
You heard it here first.
Yes.
And it's not hard to talk about Dash Womanly Wisdom. Do not book another DJ, okay? So make sure you reach out to her. As she said, her book is there. You might want to get a copy of that. Listen, look her up on YouTube. Facebook, all of the platforms that she mentioned. And for those of you who are just coming in, I'm going to post this video so that you guys can hear the replay. Thank you, Noni Walker.
Thank you
DJ
for having me.
Oh, so good.
Thank you. Reverend, it's a pleasure to meet you. And
we're going to be there.
Our whole vibe. Yes. Thank you.
We're going to be there. Are we planning the trip? Where are we going to be, Reverend D? Where are we going to be?
We go where she's at. We go where she... Probably she's going to end up going to Jamaica or something for like a whole weekend or whatever. So wherever she goes.
You see us in Jamaica? You see us in Jamaica? Hey.
Yep.
Yes.
Amen. Amen.
Come
Hey,
on.
That's terrible.
anything else? Any last words, Noni, before we close it out?
Just encouraging anyone who's listening to this, whether it's 2022, 2025, if
Right.
there's something on your heart to be doing right now, know that it's there on purpose, and it's there that and only you can do it in that way. So go ahead and do it. Give yourself permission and just go.
That's it.
Yes. Love her energy.
Right. So as we close out, we say, Father, we thank you so much for a successful episode on the Facebook. You did not go out. You did not click us out. You did not kick us out. So we are grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so much for all things working together for the good. Thank you so much for making the vision plain. Thank you so much for understanding who we are so that we may tap into that. Thank you for helping us to write the vision and make it plain. Thank you for helping us see what the visions are and to be able to step in it. Thank you for allowing us to see ourselves in it before we're actually in it, moving by faith, moving by the substance, moving by who you are and all the strength and energy and love and wisdom that you have given us. Thank you so much for Noni Walker coming in and sharing words of inspiration. Thank you for everyone that will meet her and come in contact with her when they're in that environment. Let them say, wow, this was an amazing experience. And let her reach the masses, even on this live and many other platforms that she do, and even through her book, reopen that, Lord God. And we just thank you so much for a powerful episode. We give all praises to you in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you all.
Yes. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Okay.
Okay, good night.
Good night.